last up, before we kind of get out of here, here's my little gossip section that I promised you. My little gossip section, okay? So just a few little gossipy things, okay? First gossipy thing, something that I have mentioned already. Let me put my webcam on, see if we're going to gossip about crazy shit. So something that I have mentioned already, and that is Amazon in Poland opened last week. I'm not selling here, but I do plan to give it a shot because, as always, what happens with these new marketplaces, there is a shitload of press within that respective country. Think about when Amazon launched in Australia, for instance, how much press there was about it. And so you get a big influx of people checking it out just to have a sticky beak, if nothing else. So it's great to get onto there because you can take advantage of that, and you'll find that certainly within the first 18 months, the press is very interested and keeps it in the news. And so you kind of ride on that free PR that Amazon's getting, you get to ride on that as well. So it's definitely a market we're going to go explore. My Polish is a little bit rusty, to say the least, but you know, you don't need to be able to speak Polish to go and sell in these places. So we're going to go check that out. I'm not sure if you're interested in that, but like all things, definitely worth a look. This is the state of play as far as Amazon goes in the EU. So Sweden's open, Netherlands is open, Turkey's now open as well. And now, of course, Poland's just joining that. So slowly, there's only really Russia. I mean, I don't know if they'd ever get into Russia. I don't know what the geopolitics of that would be, but Russia's the next big marketplace where they aren't yet. So I don't know if they're going to go there. Who knows? Something that Tracy alluded to was the fact that the early reviewer program is shutting down. That was always a very, very simple way to get Amazon to help you get your first 5 reviews, cost you $60. That's being closed down, which probably speaks to the fact that it wasn't working that well. That would be, I would assume, why they would stop doing it. If it was working, I can't see why they would stop it. So that probably speaks to that it wasn't working that well. And so they're going to try something else. But in lieu of that, if you are brand registered, then I'm just seeing if I've got something open I can show you one. Anyway, if you're brand registered, then you get access to what's called Vine, Amazon Vine, which is Vine Voice, which is their early reviewer program 2.0. So that gives you another level of that. I think it's really, really good. I use Vine all the time for the things that I'm registered, brand registered in. It's a great way of getting it. So the big kind of like, how do I get that is you have to be brand registered, okay? Sean recently posted in our AOE group about getting brand registered really, really quickly based upon a pending trademark. So once he'd put his application in, this was in the USA, he could then use that pending trademark to get brand registry kind of immediately. So that's something I think we can explore as well. From memory, he used a service called LegalZoom, but you can go and check in the Facebook group to go check that out, all right? 2 other quick little things before I get on some gossip. If you haven't already got yourself a virtual office, it's a good idea to get one. I'm not sure if you realize, but Amazon will display your address that you have for your business on your Amazon seller profile. So if somebody wants to see, so if you're operating out of your home and you've got your home address as your business address, then that's on display for the world to see. A really good idea is to get a virtual address. This is Yvette. She's at sweet20.com.au. This is who I recommend. She does a wonderful job. It's super cheap as well for AOE members. So make sure you say, I'm an AOE member to get the AOE pricing. I don't get anything for that. That's just something super, super cool that I think is a great idea. And the last thing, this is Kate. I mentioned Kate already of Ducks in a Row fame. This is her business, Seller Central Setup. She does heaps and heaps of things. So if you want to kind of outsource some of the setup of your Amazon business, get yourself off to Seller Central Setup. Let them help you. They're, I think, ludicrously cheap. Based on what they do, they are ludicrously cheap for what they do. So I don't know how long that will stay, because I keep telling Kate to raise her prices, But right now, it's a massive, massive deal. Good bargain. Get yourself off there. Go and check out what they do. sellercentralsetup.com.au. All right, now to the gossip. Cryptocurrencies. So I have been an investor in cryptocurrencies. I was an investor in Bitcoin a long time ago. I purchased Bitcoin when it was just around $1,000 US, and I got a number of Bitcoins and watched them go up to, I think, about 11,000, just over 11,000, when I thought, this is ludicrous. How much more can they go up? I'm going to sell all my Bitcoin. So I sold all my Bitcoin at 11,000 and thought I was a genius for making $10,000 per coin, only to then watch them go up to, at that time, $18,000, and then they dropped to four and a half. I can't remember the exact number. And now, of course, they just broke $60,000. So clearly not that much of a frigging genius, because I left all that money on the table. However, I am a big fan of crypto. I think it's a really cool thing. And I think that long term, the prospects for crypto are very, very good. So one thing I noticed, because we are privy to what happens in behind the scenes at Amazon through what's called Developer Central. We do a lot of things with Developer Central for my business and for my clients' businesses as well. I noticed that Amazon has now put the Ethereum blockchain onto the Amazon infrastructure. So one thing that has been talked about for a little while is who will jump first, which of the big companies will jump first and start offering payments in crypto. And of course, the first company that does that, that will be a huge knock-on effect. Once one big company does it, it will mean that all companies ultimately have to offer it. And I just thought it was fascinating that Amazon has moved to Ethereum for their blockchain network to start offering that within what's called AWS, Amazon Web Services. So I got in touch with my little birdie at Amazon, who kind of keeps me up to date with anything new happening. And the word on the street is that Amazon is going to ultimately, I don't know when, going to start offering crypto as a transactional thing, okay? So my thinking was, tell me what you think, given that they are already using the Ethereum blockchain, then it stands to reason that they're probably going to use Ethereum to enable a payments in Ethereum as a crypto payment, yeah? That was my thinking. So I don't know if that's true, but I know this has happened. AWS have jumped on the Ethereum blockchain network and offering it through AWS. And I also know through my little birdie at Amazon that they are planning to offer a crypto-based payment system as well. So you can pay in your normal currency, Aussie dollars, whatever it may be, and also pay in some cryptos, okay? So I don't know what's going to happen, but I have taken a punt on that just for complete kind of transparency. I purchased some Ethereum coins based upon the argument that I've just put forward to you. Whatever you do with that information is up to you, but that's what I've been doing. It's a little bit of gossip. I don't know how that's going to play out, but based on what I'm seeing, I thought, well, if it does happen, currently, well, when I got my Ethereum, it was like 1,200 euros a coin, something like that. I don't know what's going to happen. So just kind of like full transparency, that's what I've been doing. Anyway, so I thought that's kind of interesting. If you haven't explored that, you might want to go and check it out. You heard it here first. So I don't know what you think about that. That's my little gossip for you. What do you reckon? You definitely need to check out the Bitcoin stock to flow. Yes, I saw that, Andrew. Yeah. You cannot. I would not get a PO box number for your business. Anybody that checks you out is not going to be happy with PO box. They are just going to change the coin cap for Ethereum, what's going to be called Ethereum 2.0, where they actually cap the number of coins that are out there in the same way that Bitcoin caps their coins. You're welcome, Yvette. I think Ethereum's going to go nuts. That's my ultra shit prediction. You shouldn't listen to a thing I say about that sort of stuff, but that's where I reckon it's going to go. Oh, PayPal and Square. So PayPal, I don't know if you recognize this, another thing that I thought about as well. PayPal just purchased a company in the USA that stores and holds specific sorts of crypto, Ethereum being one of those cryptos. How do you buy it? I buy through Coinbase. That's who I buy with. And again, I've got zero relationship with these guys. That's just how I buy, okay? Just so you know. Again, full transparency. I purchased it when I found out. I purchased him. I slept on it, woke up in the morning, thought, yep, that's a good bet to make, because these things are bets. You're taking a punt. And I purchased some Ethereum coins, and I paid, it was just over 1,100 euros. So that's what I paid. Just so, again, full transparency, that's what's going on with me, all right? I don't know how that's going to go, but I didn't put too much money in it, like I'm going to go insane if I lose it, and if I do, that's sort of awkward. That was a video from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs every Monday night at 8 p.m. for the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We have a Q&A, and the video you've just watched was part of that Q&A. If you'd like to find out more about becoming a member of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, joining over 2,000 other folks right around the world who are choosing the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs to help them build their Amazon business, you can find out more by going to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.